Alright, so we've just about got this thing set up now, I think. I, again, reorganized it a little bit. I tucked the programmable RedNet controller in here so that it's a little bit more compact, and it's just going to be activating the 4 droppers. Again, I decided to go top and bottom rather than try to do it with just one string. What I did is I took the item ducts along the side here because that would allow me to just go right on through to the other ones, to the steam boilers, so that I could pull from the steam boilers and insert to the droppers. And then I've got my I've got a tesseract in here that I haven't set up yet that will be providing the water to these guys. Now at this point, I'm getting hungry here. Let's take a quick second to drink some apple juice. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so apple juice eaten. So the other thing I need to make sure here is that I don't want the steam trying to go back through these liquid chains. So if I put servos here and then filters here, that should keep the steam from trying to go backwards into the tesseract. Then we'll set this tesseract up so that it's in blocked everything and just fluid mode receive only, because all we want from it is water, and I've got this water channel set up. So if we set that to water, boom, that'll suck that right on out and fill these guys up. Hopefully that's going to be enough to keep everybody filled. If not, I suppose I can I can add some more world interaction upgrades to my water system, which I think is under the floor in here somewhere. Can't remember where I put it. That's actually supplying water also, I think, over to that guy. Yeah, So, set up that water channel. I may have to beef it up a little bit, but I can do that after we get all this set up. So the way this is working, all this is pretty straightforward. Bees produce comb. Comb goes in here, gets centrifuge. Centrifuge then passes the industrial stuff to the recycler. Phosphorus then goes into the squeezer as we have it. What else do we got? We got pulverizer making sand, which is also going over to the squeezer. Squeezer is turning that phosphorus and sand and turning it into lava, of which we have 40 buckets worth already. That's a lot of lava. Well, 50 buckets worth if we count the stuff that's in here. So we got a ton of lava. Then this is going to be putting that lava into buckets, and that lava is then shipped off to our droppers. And so this will be kind of familiar to you if you've already seen my spotlight video on the steam boilers. They're one of my new favorite power blocks, so if you haven't seen those videos, check them out. This will kind of tell you what's going on here. These droppers are going to be controlled by this programmable RedNet controller, which I've already partially set up. Basically, I've just got a square wave timer here set to a half wave time of 10 ticks, which gives it a full wave time of a full second. That is being pumped into this counter, which then counts up for 185 seconds, which is just a little over 3 minutes. Stores that to a variable. That variable is then pulled into these 2 pulse lengtheners at 3 and 4, and those are going to be going out the bottom and top when I turn this thing on. But I want to get everything kind of set up here. I'm not sure what that's all about. There might be a bucket floating around in there. I might have given it one too many buckets, but I can figure that out later. Anyway, so then at that 185 second mark, those droppers will then insert those buckets into these steam boilers, which will keep these steam boilers at their highest efficiency. And I've got 4 blocks of coal in here, which I'm just going to insert into all these steam boilers to get them started, because it's going to take 15 minutes for these to warm up, which is hopefully enough time to get my steam system put together in the meantime. So, my steam system. I'm going for this steam system going to use advanced generators. Now, there are a lot more exciting things you can do with steam, like pump it into a big reactor steam turbine, or not necessarily exciting, but gainful things you can do with steam. But honestly, I don't need that much power. I don't know that I ever will. I'm always pretty lean with my power, and like I said, with how my base is going right now, I don't know that I'm going to need more than just what these 4 steam boilers are going to produce, which is going to be about 3,200 RF per tick, which is probably going to be more than I'll ever need, but we'll see what we get at. So I'm not overbuilding for this run because it is a challenge run, and it's not really my goal to super overbuild stuff. So, advanced generators. Advanced generators is a neat little multi-block mod that gives you a generator that gives you a couple of generators that'll do power gen from either gases or I think solid fuel is one of them. But the one that we're going to build today is the steam one. So I need a steam turbine controller, which uses a bunch of custom stuff. Control circuit, which is pretty common stuff, so we just need one of those. We're going to need a lot of these iron frames, so I might as well make a full stack of them. Let's see, what else do we need? We need these iron tubing, again, not terribly expensive. And then this redstone iron tubing, which, good, and that uses up the last of my sticks, amazingly. And then I should be able to build this controller. Now I'm also going to need a fluid intake valve, which I should have all the bits for. And I'm also going to need something to take the energy out of it. Oh, flux generator? Yeah, I think that's the one I need, flux generator, which takes a power I/O module, which is a bunch of just stuff. Where's that flux? Flux generator. Oh, it needs a flux reception coil. Alright, so that should be my flux output. Alright, so the other thing I should build is a capacitor. 3 hardened flux capacitors. Woof. Alright, we'll build those, I guess. I'd like to get a nice capacitor in there, but we'll have to see if I can actually afford to do that, because I don't know how much invar I've got. Okay, so I think I've got everything else. Yeah. So basic power capacitor. What's it take to get it up to the next level, which is the advanced power capacitor, which takes a redstone flux capacitor and a basic capacitor. You know, I might be able to do this, actually. Let's see. If I take it up another step, I'm probably going to need another one of these. So let's just go. So if I hit U, yeah, then I can get the hardened. Make 2 of those. Arg. So, and then high density, yeah, it needs a resonant. Resonance, ooh, do I have pyrotheum? I guess we'll find out. And I'm going to need at least, I'm going to need 2 redstones, because one of those I want to make then into a resonant. Oh, I do have pyrotheum. Awesome. Alrighty. So then if we go back over to the, there it is, advanced power one, we should be able to build that. What? Huh, didn't pull it. Alright. And then we go to the advanced generators. We go to the high density. Yes. Okay, so now we can have 25 million RF in the system. Now we need to actually make the things that will allow us to produce power and utilize that steam. And so we're going to do Enderium turbines, because each Enderium turbine, which if we look at it here, can produce 500 RF per tick. And since I'm going to be able to do enough steam to make 3200 RF per tick, I'm going to need 7 of these. Don't know if I've got that many, or if I've got that much Enderium, but we're going to find out, because you got to make 7 of these. So, which is, so it's 2 each of those, so I'm going to need 14 sets of these. So let's see if we got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I might actually have enough to do this. Wow. Must have made a lot of Enderium. Alright, so then 7 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, just enough. Okay. How much Enderium do I have left, I wonder? Let's check. Enderium. I have 5 bars of Enderium left. Talk about making just the perfect amount. Excellent. It's almost like I planned this or something. Which you wouldn't know by, you know, by watching the show. But yeah, I do plan stuff sometimes. Advanced. Not often, but I do. Advanced gen. Alright. So then we need to make these guys, which I'm probably going to have to build some more stuff. Oh, right. Yep, I need to build more of these cabling things. So let's build another stack of those. Oh, that's right. I'm out of sticks, of all things. I should have plenty of wood in here. Dark oak. Oh, that's right. I got to actually make... Let's just make a full stack of that. Wow, that's the best stick making right there. Let's make a stack of sticks. All right. All right. So advanced gen. Make another one of those. I'm probably going to need more of these too, so I might as well make those while I'm at it. Alright, so... Alright, so now I've got 7 of those. Good. So now I should be able to just build my multi-block structure. And start pumping fuel into it, not fuel, steam into it, and it will make my power. And then I can just power my base off of what that makes. So we're just going to put that right over here. Alright, so best way to do this. I think if I put the... I don't want to take the steam right in front of the test. Well, no, I can't do that because I can just turn off the block. So let's just bring the steam out in front of the tesseract. So if we just build it up like so, and then we put this fluid intake right on there. Let's put the controller where I can actually get at it. We're going to put the RF on the back, I think. I mean, requires... Oh, there we go. And then two... thank you. And two more of these. Oh, well, that's going to get everybody's... we're just going to put this right here. That's going to get everyone's OCD going right now. Oh, okay, so... Yep, max 3500 RF per tick. Got 7 turbines in there, and then all I got to do is supply it with steam, which I can do with some hardened flux duct. So we go. It's just said I shouldn't be producing steam yet, which is handy. All right, so then we can. No. Oh man. Should have known that was going to happen. All right, so we got to turn this off for now, and we got to tear all this down and do it again. How many of you knew that was going to happen? All of you? Yeah, I should have known better. I should have known better. But I am not that smart. I am not that smart. I should have seen that coming a mile away. Alright, so now we can turn this back on the water. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now, how close are we getting here? Not terribly. Well, we're a little further than halfway, actually. Alright, so then let's turn on our good old friend, the programmable RedNet controller. Alright, so one of these needs to go to the top, so up, and the next one should go down. Yeah. Alright, so now, every 3 minutes or so... Ooh, ow. Wonder, I probably got too many buckets in there. Let's see if I pull a bucket out, if this bucket will go somewhere. Yep. Alright, so I put too many buckets in the system. Too many buckets in the system. 3 too many buckets in the system. Wow, I calculated good. 4 too many buckets in the system. Taco calculate good. Are all these really filled? Did I really miscalculate that badly? Wow. Let's see, 9 times 4 is 36, which... Oh, it's 32 plus 4. Yes, I did calculate badly. I am goodly at math. Alright, so let's just put this lava back in here. So now that system should, every 3 minutes and 5 seconds, inject a bucket of lava in there. I put a full stack of coal in each of these, both because I have a lot of coal, because you actually only need 15 coal blocks in order to heat one of these up to a point where it'll actually start producing steam. But I did 64 blocks because that'll give me a nice heat buffer. I think 64 blocks raises it up to about 400 degrees, 350, 400 degrees, something like that. And what that will do is it'll give me a nice buffer, because what the insertion does is that there's a temperature curve that these things have, kind of like a sinusoid, and by inserting the bucket just right, it'll keep that kind of at a stable, slightly positive gain temperature. So eventually it'll get up to a maximum temperature, but it won't be wasting a lot of extra fuel by always keeping these plugged with lava. So there's the system. Now, as I said, I'm probably going to have more than enough lava to keep this going, so I might as well go make a lava generator, like a magmatic dynamo, I think is the one that I'm thinking of, because I know there's a lava generator from extra utilities. I'm not sure if that's going to be better than the magmatic dynamo. It probably doesn't matter. I'll just base it on what I've got more of. This uses a lot of Invar, and I don't have a lot left. So what about the extra utilities lava generator? Lava generator. Gold, block of iron, and furnace. Yeah, we'll make one of those guys. If it turns out to be woefully unup... That'll be the title of this episode. It's not spelled like you think it is. I'm gonna say, if this lava generator isn't up to the task or it's woefully inefficient, then I'll just trade it for something else. like the magmatic later. So I really want to make this kind of a, like I said, a feedback loop so that it's separate from this power, because as I said, if I do get to a point where I'm drawing down more power than I'm producing, I do not want it to starve this energy system. Alright, so that goes up there. I'm gonna... Actually, if I just put the generator right here... I might have to create a loop on that guy down there so that it stays full. Alright, so if we put him here, and then, can I, yeah, put a, nope, not a duct, hardened fluid duct. There. And then my last servo. There. And then put him to, should, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, it does not produce, oof. How much is that? How much lava does that use? A full bucket of lava and it produces... Oof, this looks rough, I think. No, it's not using a full bucket. Okay, alright, so that's actually not that bad, I don't think. But I do need to make this a loop back, I think. So that we take extra energy should go into this thing. That's probably not the best thing from a ticking standpoint. Let's check it. GC. We're still at almost 20, so we're good. That's probably, but I said, that's probably not the greatest way to do that, but yeah, it'll probably be okay. Actually, no, let's do this the right way. Let's do this the right way. Let us do this the right way. Because I know that somebody out there is going to be freaking out for me doing it that way. Alright, so the right way is going to be to put this cell directly adjacent to this guy. Like, oh, I can put it there, and then make it so that the only input is from the right. We'll make that an output, and we'll just turn that off, so that should... Nope, I did the wrong one. What did I do? I did the top. That top's good too. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so then if we take... Oh, I need my configurator. It shouldn't matter if we're doing it on both sides, because then... Well, as I said, this should end up in steady state and produce enough power to run all this stuff, because this is only taking... Oof. Do I have a lot of... Oof. Maybe this isn't such a good idea. This making lava? Alright, so that's... Oh. And then this is not doing anything. Hopefully... that may not be producing enough power to actually do anything. Look at me drawing so much power. This isn't doing anything. This is the only thing that's drawing energy. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Now it's catching up. Okay. Just not really well. Yeah, magmatic dynamo with some upgrades in it. It looks kind of like it might be the best case scenario, but this looks like it's going to eventually fill everything up and keep everything stable, so we'll leave it for now, but I'll probably go down there and replace it with a magmatic dynamo. I think they're a little bit better anyway, but I'm not 100% sure of all that. Alright, so that's my B power system. I'll come back later and just wire this into the rest of the base. I'm going to consolidate all of my various turbines. I don't know if I'm going to keep them. Oh, there's Toasty. I don't know if I'm going to keep them or not, but I may just put them like way up above my sky block and bring the power down. I may just dump them in my ME system. As I said, oh, good. There we go. We actually just... Alright, so now... Is that all we're producing? 12? Oh, I bet you not all the steam boilers are producing... Oh, I don't have enough water. I do not have enough water to keep my steam system up. Alright, well, I will figure that out later. It's not a big deal right now. These things don't explode or anything. I think they used to. Yeah, this one's got full water. I wonder if this... I also wonder if this is enough. These hardened fluid ducts might not actually be enough pipe to transfer all the steam into this guy. We're getting 600 millibuckets per tick. Yeah, I bet you we're running into both the fact that we don't have enough water, and I think these hardened fluid ducts aren't going to transfer enough fluid into this guy. Yeah, I bet you that's what we're running into. It's not a big deal. Like I said, this system will pretty much power itself now at this point, and this will just be slowly generating power. I'll come back later and fix all that. I need to make, what is it, laminar fluid duct? Yeah, I don't, super laminar fluid ducts, which is hardened fluid ducts with a bunch of stuff. I'll do that off camera because I know that this system, at least this system hooked up to a big reactors turbine, does work, and it should work with this guy, and I think we're just being throttled by the fact that I don't have enough water and I don't have enough fluid duct. So I bet you that's what we're running into. I'll come back and fix that later. Let's just move on back to the mass fabricator.